What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So it looks like it's official. 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, who is widely considered one of the cash cows, one of the faces of the sport of boxing, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, is now training officially with Coach Barry Hunter and Coach Boogs at Headbangers Gym, and not with his longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, father, uncle figure, Coach Calvin Ford, and assistant Coach Kenny Ellis. Today is now February 3rd. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is going to take on WBA super featherweight world champion, star boxer, Lamont Roach Jr., and he's going to take him on March 1st. With that said, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has 3 weeks of training camp left. And Coach Calvin Ford and Kenny are not in the corner. So all the reports that was coming out, all the rumors that was coming out that Gervonta "Tank" Davis had parted ways, some said fired Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, months and months ago, proves to be true. Now, I don't know if he fired them, but he decided to go in a different direction this camp. It's not the first time. Well-renowned trainer Coach Kevin Cunningham also trained Gervonta "Tank" Davis, and in my opinion, that was the best performance I ever seen Gervonta "Tank" Davis in and have when he took on Quayle in that fight. That's the camp he was in camp with Adrian Broner as well. And the angles and the domination he showed in that fight. This is not to take anything away from Calvin and Kenny, because he had some great performances under them. I'm just saying, in my favorite performance, when he used the angles, he used the footwork, he changed levels. He wasn't just sitting on the back foot as a counterpuncher. Lately, he's become a counterpuncher on the back foot. But in that fight, he used the total package. That truly signaled how great of a talent Gervonta "Tank" Davis truly is. And you saw it in that fight. If you have not watched that fight, I suggest you go watch the fight with Quayle and Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The levels, the angles, bar none. It just showed all his talents. Another fight he did that under Coach Calvin and Kenny was the Isaac Cruz fight, in my opinion. The angles, the footwork. When he don't have to, he doesn't use it. But he showed that it's there. That ability is there. So with that said, with 3 weeks left to training camp, I'm hard-pressed to see Gervonta "Tank" Davis suddenly switch from Coach Hunter and Coach Boogs to go back with Kenny and Calvin. That, in my opinion, would be a slap in the face to Coach Hunter and Coach Boogs, and a slap in the face to Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny. Right? But hey, maybe they have an agreement in place. Now, some people raised the concern to me, and they said, if he's with Coach Boogs and Hunter, they're afraid that the 29-year-old, 25-win, 1 loss, 1 draw, 10-win by way of knockout WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. could upset Gervonta "Tank" Davis. And I said this: as long as Gervonta "Tank" Davis is in complete shape, well-conditioned, and a great mindset at this stage of his career, not to diminish the importance of having a trainer in your corner, but when you compete and again, not to diminish and downplay Lamont Roach Jr. either. But when you get to a certain level and a certain fighter, and especially when you're in certain levels of fights, you should know what to do at those points in times. Yes, you need more eyes and ears to give you pointers in the corner. But you should be able to make the adjustments yourself in the ring at that level, at that stage. Now, if you in a massive fight, like let's say a Vasyl Lomachenko fight, let's say a Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson type of fight, again, not to diminish Lamont Roach Jr. in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I just think that those guys are on a different level than Lamont Roach Jr. until proven otherwise. Gervonta Tank Davis should be able to make adjustments and understand what's going on himself. And you have Coach Barry Hunter and Coach Bugs that are great trainers. They're great trainers. So I'm not concerned with Gervonta Tank Davis not being with Kenny and Calvin at all in the least bit. As a matter of fact, this might even make him even more dangerous because it's something new, something fresh, a different voice in his corner. Typically, you change the voice when you lose. But sometimes it gets a little bit stale or frustrating, right? And you just want to have an extra boost of adrenaline, just something different. And I think this presents that for Gervonta Tank Davis. So if anything, I'm not concerned with him not being fully prepared. I would be concerned for Lamont Roach that you're going to get the best version of Gervonta Tank Davis in this fight because it's a different voice in his corner. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.